Can Zeke dink?
Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions.
Ready? 180. 54. Push him back. Push him back.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Rashawn Melvin in on the stop. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 18 carries, 138 yards.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much of margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing is Stafford. This is Reddick on the screen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more. Later on.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A reminder that coming up later tonight, a good one on Sunday Night Football. We'll see what could have been a playoff matchup a season ago. The Bears and the Rams from L.A. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football from down in Mexico. Mexico City, to be precise. The Chiefs and the Chargers going at it.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marr now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On second down, it's Johnson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw again on second down. Savage over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Theo Riddick there, and it's third and short.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's Savage. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again is Savage. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Savage now to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Savage wants to throw yet again. That's complete right around the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will do it. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
Let's go.
Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had to halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
On 2nd and 9, Brees. It's complete to Fuller. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done. They did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
51 for Mike, boys, 51. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Here's Brees. Fuller brings it in over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. A throw left side to start out. That's complete.
No, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter. It's a good run.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Amendola, he was the intended target. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Will Fuller with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Savage. Got a man, it's Amendola. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Back to throw, Savage. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
11 yards there, 1st down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
You're good. Ready. Hey, box drop.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's letting this one go for Fuller, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. To throw on 2nd and 10. Breeze. It's caught inside the 25. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw again on second down. Savage. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Oh, able to avoid him. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Check right 54. Right 54. All day, baby, all day.
To the air again, Savage. And Amendola with a catch. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Here's Savage. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Throwing again on second down. Savage. He finds Riddick complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Set. 18 Gator. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Savage. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. On second and goal, Savage. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is down to 28-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Tight dog. 36.
Breeze is looking to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Play action. Breeze. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A road win in the National Football